The sun, a colossal ball of fire and plasma, is the reason we're here today. It's our life source, providing light, warmth, and the energy that powers the entire ecosystem. It's so constant that we take it for granted, assuming it will always rise tomorrow. But what if, one day, the sun simply vanished? No explosion, no warning, just gone. Let's explore what would happen to Earth, humanity, and life itself if the sun disappeared. Spoiler alert, it's not pretty. First, let's address the question of how long it would take for us to notice. Surprisingly, Earth wouldn't plunge into darkness immediately. Light from the sun takes about 8 minutes and 20 seconds to reach us. For that brief window, everything would seem normal. But after that, total darkness would envelop the planet. Not nighttime as we know it, where stars and the moon light up the sky. This would be absolute, unbroken darkness. And it wouldn't just be light that disappears. The sun's gravity is what keeps the planets in orbit. Without it, Earth and every other planet would immediately break free, flying off in a straight line through space. We'd become a rogue planet, drifting aimlessly in the cold vacuum of the universe. The effects on our solar system would be catastrophic. Planets might collide, moons could drift away, and the asteroid belt would scatter chaotically, posing new dangers to Earth. Now, let's talk temperature. The sun is our primary heat source. Without it, Earth's surface would begin to cool almost immediately. Within a week, average global temperatures would drop below freezing. Within a year, the planet's surface would plunge to an unimaginable -100 degrees Fahrenheit, -73 degrees Celsius. Oceans would freeze over, starting from the top and gradually working their way down. However, the process would take thousands of years, as geothermal heat from Earth's core would slow the freezing. Life near the surface, though, wouldn't stand a chance. Speaking of life, let's consider plants. Without sunlight, photosynthesis would stop within days. Plants, the base of our food chain, would begin to die off rapidly. Crops would fail, forests would decay, and oxygen production would plummet. Animals that rely on plants for food would follow, and eventually, predators would have nothing left to hunt. Humanity would be forced to find alternative food sources, likely stored supplies or artificially grown sustenance. But what about electricity? Could humans rely on technology to survive? While some power plants would continue to operate for a time, solar energy would cease instantly, and fossil fuels would run out within years. Even nuclear power wouldn't be enough to sustain our current way of life. Cities would go dark, communication networks would fail, and society would face a complete collapse. Now let's explore the psychological impact. Imagine living in perpetual darkness, with no sunrises, no seasons, and no connection to the natural rhythms of life. Humans are deeply tied to light cycles, which regulate our sleep, energy levels, and mental health. Without sunlight, depression and anxiety would skyrocket. The loss of hope and normalcy would weigh heavily on survivors, adding another layer of struggle to an already dire situation. Could humanity adapt? Possibly, but it wouldn't be easy. Survival would depend on moving underground, where geothermal heat could keep us warm. Scientists and engineers would need to create artificial light sources, indoor farming systems, and climate-controlled habitats. Entire cities might be built beneath the Earth's surface, mimicking the conditions we've lost. But life in these bunkers would be isolated, resource-starved, and unrecognizable from the vibrant world we know. Interestingly, not all life would disappear. Deep-sea ecosystems, which rely on hydrothermal vents for energy, might continue to thrive. These communities of creatures, which exist entirely independent of sunlight, could become the last bastion of life on Earth. Microbial life forms deep underground might also persist, holding on to the faint heat and energy left in the planet's core. What about exploration? As Earth drifts through space, we might encounter new celestial phenomena or even other planets. If humanity survived long enough, we might develop advanced propulsion technologies to search for a new star to orbit. The disappearance of the sun could push us to explore the galaxy in ways we never imagined, transforming humanity into true spacefarers. But the journey would be perilous, with no guarantee of finding a new home. Finally, there's the philosophical question: how would losing the sun reshape our understanding of life? Today, we celebrate the sun in art, culture, and religion. It's a symbol of life, renewal, and hope. Its disappearance would force us to confront our fragility and dependence on forces beyond our control. Would we unite in the face of this unimaginable crisis, or would humanity fracture under the weight of fear and desperation? The sudden disappearance of the sun is a chilling thought experiment, but it highlights how interconnected everything on Earth is. The sun isn't just a star, it's the foundation of our existence. Without it, life as we know it would collapse into darkness and cold. So, the next time you feel the warmth of the sun on your skin, take a moment to appreciate its power and importance. It's more than a light in the sky, it's our lifeline. Thanks for exploring this dark but fascinating scenario with us. If you enjoyed this thought experiment, don't forget to like and subscribe for more mind-bending what-if scenarios. Until next time, stay curious.